going on, everybody? What's tomorrow? What's today? Wednesday? Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. You know who it is. It's your boy Trey Sense, aka Trey Belafonte. If you've been around long enough, LL Cool Trey in the building. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna rock some bells today. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm bad. All of that. It's Jack the Rapper. All of that in here today. So what I got for you today is 7 fragrances. 7 fragrances from my collection that I think are worthy of talking about. And they're just fragrances that you may have heard of. I'm sure you've heard of all of them. Some of them have been forgotten. Some of them are just under the radar. And some of them, you know, just don't get enough, in my opinion, love for being good fragrances, okay? Excuse me. Before we even get started though, I need something from you. I need you to like this video. I need you to share this video. If you haven't, I need you to sub to the channel. And the favorite part of this channel, what we do around here, is checking in. Gotta give shouts out to Wyoming. Wyoming is constantly checking in. Bay Springs, Mississippi is constantly checking in. Finally got some check-ins from Florida. Alabama stays checking in with me. Chicago, y'all rock with me hard. Dallas rocks with me hard. I greatly appreciate the check-ins, y'all. Up on the East Coast. Boston is always checking in. New Jersey checked in a couple of times. New Jersey has checked in a couple of times. But if I missed you, I apologize. I will get to it. Y'all just continue to check in and let your boy know where you're watching from. Now let's get to this. So I got 7 of them. Now all of these fragrances, I said earlier, some of them you may not have heard of, or like I kind of worded it like they were low key. I don't think any of these were low key because they're all low end to high end designer. They're all really good. And they're all a part of a very popular line. But these just kind of got overshadowed. A perfect example is like this one. I don't remember any fanfare about this one. It's from the house of Gucci, and it's from the Gucci Guilty line, and it is simply Gucci Guilty Essence. Do I like this fragrance? Yes, but I like Gucci Guilty. Gucci Guilty was a fragrance that I wanted in my collection for a long, long time, and I never got it. And then once I finally got it, I was happy. I wore knockoffs of it, really good knockoffs of it, but still, then I was finally able to get a bottle, and I like it. Now, this is a really good fragrance. I wonder if they shouldn't have marketed this as a unisex fragrance. Maybe they did market it as a unisex fragrance, but I'm wondering if they should have. Because I'll tell you what it reminds me of. It reminds me of a combination of the original Gucci Guilty and Clinique Happy. Just when you first spray it, it just has a little bit of that floral aspect that you get from Clinique Happy. The dry down is all Gucci Guilty, but that opening, that freshness, that floral in the opening just makes it a very pleasant fragrance. Now, we're actually having some winter weather, and that is really, really nice. Hoodie and beanies or skull caps or whatever you want to call them is beautiful. It's time, you know. We talking about playoffs in college football, so. But you saw the initial spray. Just that quick, it's really going to Gucci Guilty. I mean, that's just essentially what it is. Nonetheless, I like it. I'm glad to have it. I feel like this is a fragrance that will get discontinued relatively quickly. I don't know if the price will go up on it when it does. I doubt it because, again, it doesn't have a lot of fanfare as it is. But nonetheless, I think it's a good fragrance, a little sweet, a little floral. Gucci Guilty Essence. This next one, I think, has gotten its fair share of convo. The problem with it is it's wedged between the original and the latest. The original from the house of Burberry was Burberry Hero. Then you have the latest, which is Burberry Hero Parfum, which is about $200 because I looked at buying it, but I was like, I can't do it. I can't pay $200 for a Burberry fragrance. And then this one is right in the middle, and it is Burberry Hero EDP. And I'm sure next will be cologne and then elixir. So I'm just saying, I don't know what they're gonna do. I'm just talking. It's in the midnight hour. Magnetic cap, which is always good. And this is a really good fragrance. It's good. I got this at a really good deal. I want to say I purchased this, and I can't remember with what else from Macari, and I think it was around $120 for both the bottles. I want to say it may have been YSL myself. Both of those were pretty good prices for Macari. But it's deep. It's rich. It's a little bit resinous. It's a little bit dark and ashy. Very, very Middle Eastern. I just wish it was a little bit deeper and richer. I wish they had used just a slightly higher quality of cologne oil and made it thicker, which the parfum may be. I haven't smelled the parfum. I've stayed away from it because I don't want to buy it because it's $180. It almost makes me want to get this in the hands of Kevin Holt over at Sensual Obsessions or Travis over at Dapper and say, hey, use your high quality oils to make this, just to see how it would turn out. Or if Al Haramain made a dupe of it with their high quality oils. I would be curious as to see how it turns out. Now, I don't want to do this fragrance injustice by acting like it doesn't smell good, because it does. It smells really, really good. It's a really nice fragrance. I just wished the ingredients made with it was just a hair better. But again, the best way to describe this fragrance to you is think about a really, really smoky, ashy, resinous Middle Eastern fragrance, and that's what you get here. And for that price, or for the price I paid for it, it's pretty good. I may wear this tomorrow because it's really, really cold. I can't see a lot of people just overly digging this fragrance on you and being like, oh my God, you smell amazing. Those people that appreciate fragrances will. Those that are only into mass appealing fragrances, well, they're going to be more impressed with something like this, which does smell good. And as it's drying down, you definitely pick up on the original Gucci Guilty DNA, but this one is definitely softer and more floral. It's just as sweet though. Yeah, and that's what I like about this one right here, is the smoky, resinous, ashy, just dark, dank, Middle Eastern vibe that it has. From the house of Burberry, it is Burberry Hero EDP. This one right here, I think the problem with this one was they released so many and people just couldn't keep up with what was going on and which one was which. From the house of YSL, it is from the Y line, and it is YSL's Y Le Parfum. And I like this one. I do. Admittedly, I like this fragrance, as I like YSL. Now, do you need YSL Y Le Parfum, YSL Y Parfum, YSL Y Parfum Extra Intense, YSL Y Elixir, YSL Y Myself, YSL Y Myself Le Parfum? No, you don't. You don't. Pick one or two of your favorites, the two that are the farthest apart, and go with it, because a lot of times these fragrance houses use the same parfumer and they are just tweaking and twerking the little scent. That's all, that's it. Think about it like here in the South, and I know my Southern players are going to understand this. Think about it like biscuits and gravy. Biscuit with sausage gravy. It's pretty much going to be the same. Some people biscuits are a little different. Some people use a spicier sausage, but the gist of it is still the same. And that's what you have with most of the YSL Y line, once you get past Y Live and the original YSL Y, when you get into the, again, the parfums and the lay parfums and the parfum intense, and again, I do smell a lot of, especially in the YSL myself, I definitely pick up on a lot of the original the original, I'm trying to think of how to word this. I pick up, there's a lot of similarities between, in my opinion, between the YSL Y line and myself. Once you get past the original, the original YSL Y and the original YSL Y Fresh, then you start the myself just kind of falls along right in them with those, except for the myself Les Parfums. But when you get to talking about all them Ys, it get kind of hard to keep up. But nonetheless, you don't need all of them. Pick your favorites and rock out. I like this one. I think it smells good. As soon as they released YSL myself, then people just forgot about this one. So, and I think it's the one I don't have. I think it's the Parfum Intense. I have Parfum Les Parfum. I did not buy the elixir because I just couldn't give them $200 for that 2-ounce bottle. I couldn't do it. But again, I probably don't need it anyway. I may give it another sniff and a resmell, but I don't need it. But nonetheless, what do you have with this one? A fresh, clean, white t-shirt type of fragrance with a little bit of a blue, fruity smell to it. Very mass appealing, very good quality fragrance. Ingredients in it are very nice. Nobody's gonna tell you you smell bad with this. Versatile, anybody can wear it, church, office, no age group. Just a good fragrance from the house of YSL. It is YSL myself. YSL Y Les Parfums. Your boy over here tongue twisting on them. Okay, from the house of Giorgio Armani, it's Acqua di Gio Profondo. And I like this fragrance. I will be eventually picking up the Profondo Parfum. I think is what it is, Profumo. I have smelled it. I'm not in a hurry to get it now because, well, it's kind of out of season now. This is a good one too. It had a certain amount of fanfare as well, but then again, here comes Acqua di Gio EDP. Here comes Acqua di Gio Parfum, which I have them both, and they're both really, really solid. And then here comes Profondo Parfum, and I mean, it's just, how's it Profumo? Whichever one, I mean, which one I'm talking about. And the other fragrances just kind of fall by the wayside, just like Profondo Lights. I mean, that's a great fragrance, but when you have so many different flankers, people just kind of lose track. But about this one, slightly aquatic, fresh, white t-shirt, easy to wear. Do you need all of the Acqua di Gio flankers? You don't. You really, really don't. The ones that were different was it a Senzel? Was that how you pronounce it? And then Absolute Instinct. That one was completely different. This is what Profondo and Profumo and Lights. I think those, you know, because it gets you a broad spectrum. But I get it because they're all really, really good. Do you just need the EDT? I mean, the EDP? No. Do you just need the parfum? You don't. But when you're a collector like myself and you do videos and you put 6, 7, 8 fragrances in a video, I mean, I kind of need material. So I do wear these fragrances. I know y'all like, yeah, you got them all, but you don't wear. I do wear them. I wear them all the time. You know, I do. I wear my fragrances. I love my fragrances. But nonetheless, that's what you get with this one. And I can't really pinpoint which one it smells like, but it's not a lot of diversity between the line. So I would be very careful on which ones you pick up. I say smell them, sample them, buy a decant from me. And hell, you could buy a decant of all of them because I have them all except for the newest one. Just saying. And try them out before you spend $85, $95, $100 on a full bottle. Just save yourself some money and try them out. But nonetheless, good smelling fragrance. It was popular at one time, but then all of a sudden, again, all these flankers come out and then people just don't talk about it anymore. But from the house of Giorgio Armani, it is Acqua di Gio Profondo. Good one. It's a good fragrance. This next one, again, it seems like, man, as I moved, I caught a whiff of myself. I caught a whiff of something, and it smelled good. I want to say that was that Coochie Guilty essence that I just smelled. On the dry down, I had a Lionel Richie moment there. It was like, hello, is it me you're sniffing for? That was nice. That was nice. Okay, I see you. I see you, Gucci Guilty essence. Gucci said, hey, bro, stop playing with me. So, this one, again, had a lot of fanfare. And then it's almost like with the release of Prada Ocean, and then Prada Ocean Parfum, and then Prada Ocean Le Parfum. And then I think they just released the new Prada Luna Rossa Sport, maybe. Carbon kind of got swept under the rug. Man, that Burberry is... The Burberry is working too. Just trying to find a clean spot to spray it. This one, of course, is most known for being a Sauvage clone, but a little bit smoother, more refined than Sauvage, but still definitely Sauvage. And that is Prada Luna Rossa Carbon. And there is no other way to put it. It is a smoother version of Sauvage, but it's nice. It's nice. And I guess their thinking was, well, some people don't like Dior, so they would rather buy Prada. You know, some people bore her and they don't Dior her. They hit it with that Prada and they leave with nada. I'm just saying, either one of them you wear, it don't smell good. But it's much more fun to say, don't bore her, Dior her, and she'll act right. But this product does what it's supposed to do too. This is a beautiful, beautiful scent. I haven't worn this in a while, and I think I'm going to have to because it smells really, really good. And I keep picking up on different scents, and I'm sitting up here thinking to myself, man, how crazy would it be to layer this Prada Carbon with this YSL Le Parfum? How crazy of a layering combo would that be? But the two mixing in the air together off of my skin as we sit, pretty good, pretty good. But anyway, I digress. Ain't nothing else to say about this one. It is a Dior Sauvage clone, or smell-alike, or whatever. It's hard to think of Prada cloning Dior, but it happens. But nonetheless, beautiful, beautiful fragrance. And every time I move this hand, that hero starts to perform. And now it's getting to a point on my skin where it's starting to really, really smell of a high quality fragrance. The opening, again, the opening doesn't smell bad. I don't want you to think the opening smells bad, but that dry down, it starts to richen up and deepen up quite a bit. Now it's settling in and going for a little ride. It's taking your boy on a nice little journey. That's good. Ooh, yeah. I see you, Burberry. The frags is talking to your boy right now, man. But anyway, Prada Luna Rossa Carbon, a nice Dior Sauvage clone, maybe a little bit fresher than Dior, but nonetheless it's good. This next one, I don't understand why this house doesn't get more love, but again, every time they release a flanker, it's like everybody forgot about the one that came out before it. From the house of Azzaro, from the Wanted line. This is Wanted by Night, And this is a really good fragrance, and the price on it has gotten really, really inexpensive. You can pick this up now for what, 50 bucks for 100 ml? Because everybody's trying to sell you Wanted parfum, which I have. I wore today to work and got tons of compliments. I'm trying to sell you the Most Wanted parfum, which is beautiful. And the original Wanted gets overlooked. Wanted by Night gets overlooked. Wanted Tonic gets overlooked. And they're all decent fragrances. And Cologne Intense, the Most Wanted Cologne Intense gets overlooked. All of those fragrances gets overlooked. But this is a nice smelling fragrance. It really does. Wanted by Night is a great name for this fragrance. It is so rich and so easy to wear. It definitely smells of a lot higher quality than the price demands for it. I think it's a steal. I think it's a good fragrance. Again, I like the entire Wanted to Most Wanted line. I think I have them all, unless they released a special edition or something. I don't have any of the special editions, but from Most Wanted all the way through Wanted Parfum, I have them all. So, and they're all equally good. You do pick up on some different nuances in them, and they will tie back to each other. But all in all, I think on a budget with Christmas coming up, I think this would be the safest, easiest one to pick up out of all of them. Would be Wanted by Night. But that's a good fragrance right there. Last but not least, this one is probably a little hard to get your hand on, but it is out there and it does smell good. From the house of Paco, it is Paco Rabanne Onyx. And I think this was a limited edition run. I'm just gonna spray the palm of my hand. I think this was a limited edition run. And this is nice too. You do pick up on a little bit of the original Invictus in this. It's not sweet or bubblegummy. It's not playful. It does tie into the rest of the line. Not so much bubblegummy though. Maybe more like the Platinum and the Legend and the original Victory. But it's good. It's good. It smells very professional. It smells very grown. It's definitely not youthful or juvenile. It has more of a, hey, I'm grown, don't play with me type of vibe is what it's giving me. With just a hint of maybe some of that bluey fruitiness that you get from it, you know what I mean? From the original, but nonetheless, it's a great smelling fragrance, and I don't hear anybody talking about it anymore. I don't hardly ever see any videos on it, and it's from the house of Paco Rabanne, and it is Onyx. I don't hear anybody talking about hardly any of these anymore. But that doesn't mean that they're not good fragrances. So if you have any of these in your collection, pick them up, dust them off, and spray them. Give them some use because they're really good fragrances, guys. And that's one thing I want to encourage you to. Yes, I buy a lot of fragrances, but again, I do it for multiple reasons because my fragrances kind of, in the long run, they kind of pay for themselves because of, the little money I get from YouTube, and I don't get a lot of money from YouTube, but I do okay. I do enough over 3 or 4 months to cover my hauls. It may take me 3 or 4 months to recoup it, but I get it back, So it's easier for me. But I owe that to you guys as well, because ain't nobody really sending me nothing, but I get some JB Butters, which I'm thankful for. I get some Dapper every now and then. I get some Sensual Obsessions every now and then. And I have reached out to other companies, but for whatever reason they won't put their product in my hand, which means one or two things. Either I'm not a good reviewer, or they're afraid I'm going to sit right here and tell you the honest truth about it. I'll let you decide and let you judge which one you think it is. But it is what it is. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to get off of here, and I'm going to let you know when I watch the video, I'm going to be watching from my hometown of Cherokee, Alabama. Your boy was born in Iuka, Mississippi, raised in Cherokee, Alabama. So, which just right down the road. It is what it is. So, with that being said, I'm gonna get off of here, man. I love you all. I do. I love you all, and I appreciate you all so much. And may God bless you all, and thank you all for being the best part of this channel. We're gonna do a video sooner or later, probably at the end of the year, which is just a couple of days away now, and we're gonna talk about the goals that we've got set for 2025 as far as our channel goals and what we would like to achieve and accomplish. So be looking forward to that. But we got some days coming in, and again, y'all remember to chop it up with each other in the comments as well. Just keep it cordial. This is a family, this is a brotherhood. So talk to each other, you know, all of that stuff. All right, guys. God bless you all, and I love you all, man. Peace.